Hello everyone. Up till now we have discussed the addressing modes related to the TMS processor, that is the immediate addressing mode, absolute addressing mode, accumulator addressing mode, direct and indirect addressing modes. Continuing further in this lecture, let us try to discuss the addressing modes such as circular addressing mode and bit reverse addressing mode. The need for circular addressing mode is that many fast real-time algorithms such as convolution, correlation, and FIR filters requires the implementation of circular buffer in the memory. Here we need to develop a circular buffer in the memory. For the same, we need to involve this circular buffer for accessing the data in a circular manner. For this, first we need to implement a circular buffer. The circular buffer is a sliding window. It is nothing but a sliding window. The circular addressing mode in TMS 320. The circular buffer is a sliding window. That means it contains the most recent data in the buffer. Contains most recent data. Contains the most recent data, and as soon as a new data comes in, it replaces the oldest data. As soon as a new data comes in, it replaces the oldest data. The circular buffer is implemented with the help of the indirect addressing mode. Circular buffer developed with the help of circular buffer is developed with the help of indirect addressing mode. Here the buffer size register is denoted by BK. BK is the register which holds the size of the buffer. In order to hold the buffer size, we are using the register. That register is given by BK. And this register BK is on an n-bit boundary. The address of the circular addressing mode lies with respect to the n-bit boundary condition. That means here, if we are going to treat the value with respect to a 16-bit value, then the n LSBs are fixed to 0. The circular buffer must start an n-bit boundary. That means the n LSBs of the circular buffer must be equal to 0. Circular buffer must start at n-bit boundary. That means here n LSBs of the base address of the buffer, n LSBs of the base address of the circular buffer must be equal to 0. Let us consider an example. For example, a 31 word should contain how many LSBs? Here, if you refer to n LSBs, should contain 5 LSBs equal to 0. 31 word contain 5 LSBs as 5 LSBs equal to 0. And starting the index starting from 0, then the buffer size Bk will end up with, if you start from 0 to 30. Even though we have 31 word, we are starting on an n-bit boundary with respect to 0 as the index. If you start from 0, we will end up with 30. Total size is equal to 31. Okay. Like this, we are going to fix the size of the Bk with respect to one part. The other part is we need to make n LSBs equal to 0. Here the n is equal to 5. How? Because we know that in order to represent a 32-bit data or 31-bit data, here we need 5 bits. With respect to the 8421 code, using this 8421 code, we can write the maximum word as 16 word. But here we are required 31 word. If that is the case, for 31, we need to choose the code 168421 code. How many bits are there? How many bit positions are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 5 bits. For that purpose, we are fixing n is equal to 5. In other words, one can find the value of n by the formula. That means with respect to the given word size, that is 31 log n divided by log 2. If you use this formula, we are going to get the number of bits that is associated with respect to LSB that should be made equal to 0. Here for this case, we are supposed to make 5 LSBs 0. For a 48 word, if we start from the index 0, then 47 is the value which is to be loaded to the buffer register, the circular buffer register Bk. And here, with respect to this value 47, how many LSBs must be equal to 0? For this case, it is 6 LSBs. Why 6? With respect to here, I can start from 0 to 31. Using this code, that is 168421 code, I can represent the highest value, that is 32. If you start from 0, the highest value becomes 31. Now we are having 48. We need to fix for 47. For representing the 47, this code is insufficient. We need to refer the next value, that is power of 2, that is 32. 32, 16, 8421. That means how many bit positions are needed? We need 4 plus 2, 6 LSBs. Or otherwise, you can apply the formula log of n divided by log 2. Okay. In this way, we are going to load the value of the buffer register and we make the n LSBs of the address to 0. And then we proceed with respect to finding the updated pointer value with the auxiliary registers. The auxiliary registers, we are referring from AR0 to AR7. Now let us see the algorithm for the circular addressing mode in TMS processor. If 0 is lesser or equal to index plus step, that means if the n-bit boundary 0 is lesser or equal to index plus step, then that sum is less than the buffer register value Bk. Then what about the index? Then index will be updated to index plus step. Index plus step. Here the step refers to the additional value in the circular buffer. Else if the index plus step is greater or equal to Bk, then what happens? The index will be updated to index plus step minus Bk. Why we are subtracting by the buffer register Bk? Because the end address is exceeding the BK value. Okay, we need to bring it down with respect to the SAR and EAR. For that purpose, we need to subtract from BK. Okay. Next is, else if index plus step is less than 0, that means it is less than the start address register, then index is equal to index plus step plus BK. We need to add so that it comes within the range, that is within SAR and EAR. Initially it was below SAR. In order to bring it within the SAR and EAR, we are adding BK. Here in the previous case, it was larger than the EAR. In order to bring it within the SAR and EAR, we were subtracting. Now let us see how the circular buffer is implemented with the help of a diagram. This diagram illustrates how the relationship between the generated values and the elements. It is the generated values and these are all the elements in the circular buffer. We know that the element starts from the first element is starting from the n-bit boundary, that is 0, and this is the last element. Then this last element plus 1 here refers to the, as I said before, that is, for example, in case we have seen for a 48 word, 0 is the element 0, the first item for 48, and the last element becomes 47. Even though we have 48, the last element is 47, not 48. What is the reason? The reason is that we are starting the index from 0 and not from 1. If we start the index from 1, then the last element becomes 48. Since we are starting the index from 0, the last element becomes 47. Then the last element plus 1 becomes the 48 word. Okay. Here we have 3 blocks. This is the address. This is the address, that is the effective base address. That means with respect to the base address, we can think with respect to the start address, and this becomes the end address. And here, in order to point the intermediate memory locations, we are going to use the auxiliary register, ARX. We can use any value from AR0 to AR7. AR0 to AR7. And here, this field is the lower order bits and this field are the higher order bits. With respect to BK, what we are going to do? The LSBs of the BK, and here the higher order bits with respect to the buffer size register BK, which is, in this case, we are considering a 16-bit data. Now, in order to understand how this circular addressing mode works in the TMS processor, let us solve a problem and try to get the updated values. Before solving the problem, let us try to see the problem statement. The problem statement is, assume that the register AR3 with contents 1020H is selected as the pointer in order to point a value in a circular buffer. Let BK is equal to 40H to specify the circular buffer size as 41H. That means the last element is 40H, the last element plus 1 is equal to 41H, but we have to fix for 40H. Determine the start address and end address for the buffer. We are supposed to calculate the start address and the end address for the circular buffer. And the second part of the problem is that what will be the contents of the register AR3 after the execution of the instruction. This is the instruction they have given. Load star AR3 plus 0% comma A if AR0 is equal to 0025H. Now first try to work out the first part of the problem and later on we can solve for the instruction part. Now we know that the AR3, the solution, we know that AR3 is a auxiliary register. Out of AR0 to AR7, they have given AR3, and the contents is equal to 1020H, and BK is given, BK is equal to 40H. Okay, now we have to find out the start address, question mark, end address, question mark. We need to find out the start address and end address with these two parameters given. Before proceeding to get the solution, we know that the circular buffer starts with respect to the n bit boundary. Here we need to make n LSBs equal to 0 with respect to the BK value. What is the value of BK here? BK is equal to 40H. For a 40H in hexadecimal value, we need how many bits is equal to 0? We need almost 7 bits is equal to 0. We know that BK is equal to 40H. For the value of 40, we need to make 6 bits of LSB is equal to 0. If that is the case, I will write the value of 1020H in binary first. This is the value of 1020H in binary. Now, in this binary value, we need to make 6 LSBs to 0. 6 LSBs means six LSBs will be filled by 0. Then after filling the 6 LSBs equal to 0, then I have to retain the original values of AR3. If that is the case, I have to retain 0, here 0, and then I am going to get 1000. What is the value now? 100H. This 1000H is the value associated with respect to the start address. From 1000H, the circular buffer is getting started. Then now I am supposed to calculate the end address. If 1000H is the start address and I know that the size of the buffer is 40, if I add 40H, then I am going to get 1040H as the end address. Now the value of the end address is 1040H. 1000 minus 1040, we are going to get 40. That is the value of the buffer register. Now the first part of the problem is over. Now we need to concentrate on the second part. That means what is the updated value of R3 after the execution of the instruction LD star AR3 plus 0% comma A. Load star AR3 plus 0%. That means what? The AR3 is equal to circular addressing mode because of percentage symbol. Circular addressing mode of AR3 register plus 0 indicates what? AR0. That is AR0 comma A. That value will be moved to accumulator A. If you proceed further, we can write AR3 is equal to, what is the value of AR3? That is 1020H plus AR0, they have given 0025H. Then if you add 1020 plus 0025, I am going to get 1045H. Now AR3 is pointing to 1045H. Now the question arises, what about the value of AR3, that is 1045H? This value 1045H is exceeding the end address. Is exceeding the end address which was equal to 1040H. Since the value, the updated value is exceeding the end address, what we are supposed to do now? We are supposed to subtract by the value of BK. That, in that sense, we have to subtract this 1045H minus BK value. Here BK is having the value, that is 40H. If we subtract, then we are going to get 1005H. According to this instruction, now AR3 is pointing to 1005H. Earlier it was pointing to 1045, but we know that 1045 is greater than the end address. In order to bring within the range, within the start address and end address, we are supposed to subtract by BK, that is BK is equal to, we already know that already the value of BK is given by 40H. The 1045 minus 40, we are going to get 1005H. After studying the circular addressing mode in TMS processor, the next addressing mode is bit reverse addressing mode. Usually this bit reverse addressing mode is used in case of FFT algorithms. Used in FFT algorithms where the auxiliary register AR0 is used to denote the half size of the FFT. To denote the half the size of FFT. Because we know that while calculating the index value, the current index is equal to previous index plus half of the FFT size. In that sense, the half of the FFT size value will be denoted in AR0 and the previous index value will be denoted in terms of other than AR0. From that means it can take any value from AR1 to AR7 for computing or for generating the next address. Here the computation or generating the next address is followed with respect to the addition, that is RCP. That means reverse carry propagation. The next address is computed with the principle of reverse carry propagation. Now let us solve one problem associated with respect to the bit reverse addressing mode. The problem statement is, assuming the current contents of register AR3 equal to 2000H, what will be its contents after each of the following TMS 320C54XX addressing mode is used? Assume AR0 is equal to 20H. Here we have two problems, both are related to the bit reverse addressing mode of TMS processor. Star AR3 plus 0B. That means AR3 will be equal to the bit reverse addressing mode. B indicates the bit reverse addressing mode and 0 indicates the auxiliary register AR0. Then you know that AR3 plus AR0 associated with bit reverse addressing mode. If you write B here, that means while performing this arithmetic operation, take care the concept of RCP. That means the carry here propagates from MSB to LSB. Now let us substitute the values for AR3. We know that AR3 is given by 2000H. This AR3 is given as 200H. Okay, 200H plus AR0 is equal to 20H. Then we have to perform the bitwise addition. I can write 2 as 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. For this 2, 0, 0, I am adding 2, 0. If you see in this problem, there is no question of carry, because in any of the operand there is no situation arising the effect of carry. Either you add from MSB to LSB, or if you add from LSB to MSB. If you add from MSB to LSB, you are going to get 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. The problem is very simple. We have got the answer as 2, 2, 0. Answer is 2, 2, 0, H. If you have any value or bit 1 here, then what happens? 1 plus 1, that is sum is 0, then the carry propagates here, like that. That we have seen in the previous lecture associated with respect to the bit reverse addressing mode while learning the general concepts. Next, let us solve the problem B, that is star AR3 minus 0B. That means AR3 is equal to AR3 minus AR0 with respect to bit reverse addressing. As usual, let us write the 200 in binary. And 20. Now, what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to do subtraction operation. Here, not adding, we are going to subtract. We are subtracting 200 by 20. So, this is the minuend. So, we need to take the 2's complement of this value first, and then we can proceed with respect to the next addition with respect to this 200. Here, we are supposed to take the 2's complement of 20h, that is 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. How to take 2's complement? There is one alternative method. Apart from the conventional method, the conventional method says that first take the 1's complement and then add 1 to it. I am going to give an alternative solution. That means here we have to start from the LSB. We have to write as it is till 1 comes. After 1 comes, we have to just invert the rest of the bits. If we do so, we are going to get the 2's complement in a single step. But here, what we are supposed to do, since we are following the reverse carry propagation, we are supposed to take the 2's complement from MSB instead of LSB. If I follow the principle of the taking 2's complement in a single step, starting from MSB, write as it is till 1 comes. That means I have to write as it is till 1 comes. After 1 comes, just invert the rest of the bits. That means 1, 1, 1, 1. I have just inverted the rest of the bits. I have got the 2's complement of 20h in a single step. Now, what I am supposed to do? I am supposed to replace this value here and perform the addition. Now I am going to write this 0, 0, 1, 1 followed by 1, 1, 1. Now instead of minus, I can put plus. Why? The reason is I have already taken the 2's complement. Now I have to add. While adding, take care, we have to add from MSB, then 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Here we have got 2, 3, F, H. This is the answer. 2, 3, F, H is the answer. Here also no question of carry, but the thing is you have to take a note, you have to be very careful while taking the 2's complement of the 20H. Instead of starting from LSB, you have to take the 2's complement of 20H from MSB. Okay? If that is the case, I can get 23FH as the answer. Thank you.